The stream and I went on to tier list rank each and every gun and item in the new Season 4 update. I hope you enjoy. First one on the list, the Burst SMG. I think this thing is going to be an A tier. I've never done one of these things before. What do you guys rate this thing? I need a full-on opinion. What are we saying? You think F, dude? Okay, that's probably because you haven't used it. Angel's saying B. Okay. Okay. I mean, it is kind of mid. We got a bunch of B's, a couple E's, or one E, and then an F. Sounds like my grades in school. You're putting that as a D? Okay, wait. So we got E, D, and a B. I think we'll set this in the C tier for now. The next one, we got the business turret. Ready? This thing, I think, is pretty garbage. It does 7 damage, and it's an auto turret. What are you guys thinking? You think it's an E? What's some other opinions we got here? Did it get nerfed? I don't think it did. I think it legitimately does 7. It seems pretty lame, but, you know, it's just an ability. Like, you just chuck it on the ground. It's kind of like a... Yeah, I guess we'll use it. You put it as F and E? Well, I think E is a proper way to put it. There's a combat SMG. I actually don't even know if this is still in the game. Someone told me it was, and it says it's in the files, but I haven't actually seen it yet. You think it's a B? I think it is too. It's a pretty solid gun, but it does have a lot of kicks, so it can't go at the top, I think. Is everybody good with this? Is this a proper spot, you think? I think this is that's a pretty good spot. Here's one, dude. This thing is kind of cool. It's called the mini crash pad. It's basically like, I don't know. I don't even know what to think about this thing. I've used it like twice so far. It's the crash pad junior. Yeah, it's a little tiny miniature version. What are you guys thinking? I'm thinking, I don't even know what to put this as. Mid C? That does make sense because, yeah, I don't know. It's a cool item, but I just don't know. All right, let's try the next one. The Maven Exotic, though. This is the one that shoots super fast. I kind of dig this thing for 0 builds. You think it's A? That's pretty good. I've never held this gun in my life. Oh, you gotta try this. I think you would like this. This thing rips if you got good aim and a fast trigger. I think A. Does everybody agree with A on this one? It shoots super fast. It does solid damage, but it's just, I don't know. We might move it up. We might move it up because I genuinely think you could win an entire round just using that one gun. This thing, I'm not too big of a fan of. This is called the Exotic Run and Gun Go, I think it's called. Run and Gun something. This is S? Okay, we'll put it up there. And this brings us to the Shadow Tracker. This thing is also an exotic, but this thing, if you tag somebody, it turns them into a, whatchamacallit? Spots them for you. I'm thinking this is A or B. What are you guys thinking? I don't know if it's fully auto either. I think we'll just leave it as that right there. Oh wait, hang on. There's one more exotic. This thing here, I think, is S tier automatically. This thing, dude. This thing rips walls and shoots fast and does 100 damage. Are you thinking S tier, guys? What are you thinking? That's S tier, dude. Oh yeah. That thing rips, dude. Also, this thing I haven't used yet. This is the new Mythic, or it's not new. It's an old Mythic, but it's pretty good. This is the Foundations Mythic AR. I have not used it yet. I do know it shoots very fast and it has a red dot like the MK Alpha used to. Just going S? I agree. So that's S tier. There's the brand new, is it Infiltrator or Infantrol shotgun? But this thing, I think it's basically the lever action all over again. That's basically what it is, in my opinion. It's like a really good lever action. Kind of mid. Yeah, D doesn't have a spot. I say we stick it here. This thing I also haven't used. I've used it once in creative in Tilted Zone Wars. This thing is the Shockwave Launcher, but it's kits. It's a Mythic. I might be infinite ammo, I think. Or it uses rockets or something weird. Has anybody used this gun? What does it do? You think this is B? I know it's a solid form of movement. It takes rockets. If it takes rockets and it's solid mobility, we could even move it up to A in the future because that seems like the best form of mobility this season. This thing hits for 200. This thing I would probably set in S tier just because of the season's meta that we have. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is S? That's what I'm thinking because out of all the shotguns, I would take this heavy shotgun first. Then I would take this. Then I would take this, I think. And then this. But I definitely, if I had to choose one that would just last forever consistently, that's the most normal pump feel. And then here's our classic Maven. I think this is kind of a C tier gun. It's good, but there's so many better guns, but it's also good, you know? What do you guys think? You putting this as S? That's pretty good. You think C? Yeah, I'm thinking C too. All right, here's another Mythic. Midas's drum gun. I have not yet used this. What do you guys think? I know the classic drum gun is really OP. You're saying S? Or A? It shreds? Oh, I don't doubt it. I haven't used it yet. But you think leave it S? All right, let's keep it there and we'll see what happens. This is also the combat SMG, but it's called the Striker. I heard it's basically like this, just the Mythic version. Kind of middle of the road, but it's better than this. You think this is F? It's worse? I'll have to take your word for it. You think this is S? Infinite 200 shield. I feel like you guys are right on this one. I have used this item before. This thing is good. You know, Infinite Chug Jug does not sound bad. And then this brings us to the remote explosive. I happen to really like these, but I also think that they're more of a meme item. So I'm thinking a D or C. You think an F or a B? Yeah, I could put it in the B section. I could put it in there. It makes sense. Let's put it, okay, let's just put it in C for now because it's good, but it's not like that good, you know? We'll come back to that. And then here, this is our new friend. What do you guys think of this gun? All right, is it a gun? Is it a mobility item? I don't even know what this thing is. It's like the kinetic blade and hammer combined. You know, the kinetic hammer. W better than S? Really? It definitely is good because it's repetitive movement and you can break stuff. You can break to be free, and then you can also attack people on the way down. I think, yeah, it's S or A in my opinion. Ooh, you know what? I kind of forgot about this shotgun. This is the Sharp Tooth. Has 4 shells. Shoots very far. Farthest shooting shotgun in the game. Second to this baby. It does 160 gold headshot up close. Kind of rips. S? I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think it deserves S. It's good, but I don't think it deserves S, right? Because like this one's better, and plus S is getting full. I think we'll leave it. I think we'll leave it here. You think C? Let's put it in A because A is feeling kind of empty, and we'll revamp some stuff. This is the classic OG Shockwave. Same item from the first chapter. They brought it back, took it away, brought it back again, took it away, and they finally brought it back again. And it's in build mode. I think it's a B because it could be A tier, but it's not infinite, right? If it was infinite, it would go up here, you know, and it's kind of rare to find them. Plus, like, I think most people would take the RAM from now. I don't know. Okay, what are we saying for the Shockwave here? Is it a B, a C, or an A, or potentially, I might need to move my camera, but a S tier? I personally think it fits perfectly right here in the B, at least for our current lineup. Yeah, a B? That's what's up. We'll leave it there. And this is the standard silenced pistol. The one, it doesn't do any special abilities, but it is fully automatic now. It's kind of good in that way. It's a very versatile gun, but I don't think it beats the burst SMG or the later on we'll see the dual mag assault rifle. I think this is kind of its own dealio. You think S? Okay, we'll put it at S. Okay, let's take something out of S. We got too many S tiers. You know, it kind of defeats the purpose. What should we drop out of S tier? The heavy? That makes sense. Should we put A or lower? I personally think this thing is S tier, but the way I think about it is an S tier should be perfect. Like, you could win a game only using that item, or it does like the coolest ability that you like, if you have it, you have to choose it over other guns. And it does break walls very well, but they did nerf it, so it's kind of not the greatest now. The heavy with F? No, we can't do that. We can't do that, dude. You put this thing in a pro's hand and they're gonna win the game. Have you seen those clips of people? It just end game fighting. They just break walls, shoot again, kill the dudes. Pretty nuts. You know what though? I think B, because it is very bloom oriented, and that's not what you want in a shotgun. Put the sniper as S? Well, we got too many S tiers. What drops out then? What makes this sniper better than some of the other S tiers? The drum gun? All right, let's drop it down. I personally don't know why this gun is any better than the other snipers that we've had. I find that the 3 sniper clip, was it the hunting sniper, is better, but everyone claims to say that is a very good sniper, so we'll be using that this season to figure out why. It reloads really fast. That is a very good point. Okay, I think it does deserve to say S. I'm thinking this thing is F. I think this is one of the worst guns I've ever seen in Fortnite. It doesn't do any damage. It shoots slower than every other gun in the game, and it gets bloom after shooting for a while. It's just so bad. It's supposedly silenced, but when you shoot it, it shows up on your visual effects. So it just, I don't think it even does its own job. Although there is a mythic version out there, so maybe we'll put it E because the mythic version is usable. I think we'll leave it there because E's kind of empty. There's another one that I'm not too big of a fan of, but it does rip if it's in the right hands. What are we rating this thing? The thermal DMR. It also can switch off to be a regular DMR as well. H worse than Earth. Yeah, I'm down to put it in the F tier. Okay, I think that is definitely a terrible item. Here's Tina's boom bow. I personally really like the boom bows. This is a mythic. I think its damage is like, what, 120 something? You get a direct arrow and an explosion. I think let's put it in D. We'll just fill up D a little bit. Feeling empty. We got 2 more as well, and then we'll reorganize here. This thing is a twin mag AR. This thing rips. It's also fully automatic and does like 30 damage. And it does pretty good. I personally think this thing is A tier. You think D? Okay. Okay. Yeah, D's looking pretty empty. Last item here. This is Zip and... What's the other guy's name? Zip and Chung or something? Zip and Chip. This is ray gun. Ray guns are kind of cool, but I think they belong down here more because they shoot like a beam of light that does like 17 damage. It's bad. Zip and Choppy. That's what it is. I think this thing is either F tier or E tier. I think. You think D? Okay. All right, now it's time for some reorganization. I think what we have misunderstood is, I want to say this gun is not bad. I think this thing belongs in the C tier. I think so. I feel like it has to. It's like, it's a combination of the Maven and the Pump. It's the middle between these two. It's right in the sweet spot. You know, if we have the Sharp Tooth up there and the Maven right here, I feel like it's the best of both worlds because it shoots fast. It's like a boom, boom, boom. It's pretty good. Heavy shotgun E. All right, let's put it there. What else do you think we should revamp? I think the shadow tracker is not the greatest because it's not fully automatic like the regular silence pistol, but it does like track your opponents. I think we should move it down a slot, but I don't know which slot it should be at. It is fully automatic. Oh, they did change it. Ooh, okay, that makes it good. Well, then if it's fully automatic, then it beats the regular. So let's do this. What do we got? SMG, kind of good, but it has a bunch of recoil. This thing's good, but it's like, it's still a burst. I definitely think this is a pretty solid loadout because this one's kind of situational. I would take other guns over it, but also that slap juice, it's a necessity when you need that. You probably run across the map in like half the time, quite literally. I think I'm gonna move the crash pad down. It just doesn't seem that good. Let's do this because I know this AR is pretty good. I know it rips. It hits for 30 and it shoots fast. I think you could rip 200 health off of somebody really fast, and it's long distance with barely any bullet drop. I think that's pretty solid. Rest in peace, heavy. Yeah, perfect.